This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and now from Bergen, Norway, introducing an undisputed welterweight champion of the world, known as the First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia BRAEKHUS. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
And there's the bell for round one. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot by her. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Just missed with that hook. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. Can't score with that hook again. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Here we go, it's round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, block, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter shot. Think of holding on here for a minute. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter shot by her. Like to see more jabs. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Bell rings and we start the third. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Looking to land the hook. No rest for the weary. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skillful.
A lot of big punches, and Jonas can't take it great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Shot hurt Natasha Jonas. About Natasha Jonas in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Okay, focus. Look, big breath. Big.
There's the bell for round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard, it's like granite. She thinks her chin is like granite. Some people's are like glass. So she needs to be careful because granite can turn to glass with just one more shot, one more. And then it's a mental thing more than anything else.
She catches and counters. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Incredible work rate. Has to be careful. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get...
The First Lady of Boxing has to go down! Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Misses with the straight left. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. BRAEKHUS in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Good round.
Let's start the sixth. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Misses with the straight left. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
That's so...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. JONAS on wobbly legs. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. BRAEKHUS in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
That's her round.
And there's the bell for round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws. What a shot! And down goes, and punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Beginning of the end.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and she's got an impressive lead here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Good defense stopping that jab. JONAS in trouble, and Miss GB goes down. It was a hit to to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
With 10 seconds left. 1 round, 2 knockdowns, each by a different fighter.
Absolutely crazy.
Shot one at a time, and we can set her up. So just keep her moving, get her weight.
Okay, I get it. Now you're switching off.
There's the bell to start round 8. We had not 1, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out as confident. Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
Missing with the hook. The straight right just misses. Oh, and Jonas dazed with that shot. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not... Hold it right there! Cecilia BRAEKHUS goes down! We watch it again one more time. Appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
BRAEKHUS in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
You box, you will win.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that one. Good work. Just
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. You can see the frustration on her face in the corner. She knows it is go time now. Fight or flight. She's got to get back in it in this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's no way this fighter can go. Hold that thought! Cecilia BRAEKHUS seeing stars. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. She wasn't ready for that counter. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. She misses with that jab. This is not where Cecilia BRAEKHUS wants to be. That hurt her bad, and down goes. To see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are right.
BRAEKHUS in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Wicked round. I like what I'm seeing.
It's round 10. She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy, does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength.
Oh my God, Johnny! And Miss GB is now in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to focus on.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Natasha Jonas in trouble. Heavy shots, and Jonas can't take anymore. Absolutely done her in there with the headshot. Cue up the replay machine.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Try that again, it will happen all over again.